Hello everyone. Here we are going to study the module 6 of Principles of Management, and the module 6 is dealing with leading and controlling. First, we will be going through the different types of leadership styles. In the previous module and all, we have discussed in many contexts about how a leader should be and what are the essential characters that a leader or a manager should possess. And here we are explaining in detail the different leadership styles. The first leadership style is that autocratic type leadership styles. As the name indicates, in this style, the leaders are completely autocrat. That means they are self-centered types, and they give less values for the emotions of their employees. They'll give very less values for their employees. What they want is that the task should be done properly, or the work should be done properly, and to get a good output or result. And as a result of this, there will arouse fear among the employees, which will ultimately result into the dissatisfaction and a conflict among the employees and the manager or the leader. Even then, the autocrats are of two types. First one is benevolent autocrat. A benevolent autocrat is an autocrat who gives more importance for their, even though they are giving more importance for their task, they also give some importance to their employees. That is, they want there will be some help-minded persons, also God-fearing persons. So they give some importance for the emotions of their employees or their co-workers. And the next one is extremely tough type autocrat leaders. And it will be definitely very difficult for the persons to work under such kind of leaders, because they are completely work oriented, they are completely work centered person, and they give more importance for work and all. And next type of leaders are democratic leader. From the name itself, it's very clear that democratic leaders are the leaders who give more importance for their co-workers. They want the participation of the workers in decision making, and they give more prominence to cooperation, involvement, ideas, etc. of their fellow members or the co-workers. And in this democratic type of leadership quality, actually it will increase the satisfaction and job performance of the employees. And the next type is laissez-faire or free rein leader. The third one, laissez-faire or free rein. That means actually here there are no leaders at all. No leaders. This is the peculiarity of this type of leadership style. Here, all the people in a group, the group is a leader actually. All the people in a group are acting as a leader. So, there will be no one for appreciating or pressuring the employees for their work. The employees themselves, each one thinks that they are the leader. So all of the group, it's their responsibility for getting the task done. So there is no a specific leader. And next type of leadership quality is task oriented. This type of leaders give more importance for the task to be done. By hook or by crook, they want ultimately their task to be done. And their ultimate aim is to the ultimate aim is to bother more on production, productivity, and finally the products. How they are getting the products, what are the products, how they are doing the productivity and all. And the next one is people oriented. In this type of leadership styles, they are giving more importance to their people, the emotions of their people, and and ultimately this will result in job pleasant situation, and this will make their co-employees or the co-workers more happy, and it will automatically increase the productivity, because more happier the people, the more productivity will increase. The other type is Japanese style leadership. Actually, in Japanese style leadership, they are giving more importance to their employees or the co-workers. There are different types of Japanese style leadership. The first one is giving more importance to human assets. That is, they work for the well-being of the employer. Well-being of not the employer actually, but the employees. This type of leaders work more for the well-being of the employees, and here the managers or the leaders are selected on basis of the relationship with employees. The people who are ready to keep a good relationship with their employees are selected as good managers or the leaders of the team. And also, company sponsors some recreational activity, cultural activity, and athletic games or sports for the well-being of the employees. The next type of Japanese type leadership is that they minimize the status differences. Here there is no status differences. That is like one is the leader and the other is the co-employer or the co-workers, or one working beyond them or above them. There is no such status differences, and apart from this they are having a common uniform. Also, there will be no salary difference. So everyone in this company are treated as same. So no special privileges are not given to anyone. No special designation is also not there. Everyone remains the same. Next type of leadership is that a company which share a lot of information with their workers or co-employees. They share a lot of information with the workers or co-employees at all levels. That is, there are some companies which share only confidential matters with the top level managers, and they won't share with the workers or the co-workers. But in this type of Japanese style leadership, they are sharing each and every information, whatever it is, with all levels of people. And the next one is the workers are also well informed about the company goals and plans. And the last type of Japanese style leadership is that each and every person of that company or each and every person of that group who are oriented for a specific task are given a chance for proving their own ideas or giving their own ideas. That is, everyone is taking part in decision making. Each and every person have equal role in decision making. By forming a quality circle, they seek the advice and ideas from all the employees in that who are oriented for performing a specific task or a specific job. So these are the other 4 types of Japanese style leadership. Apart from this, we have also discussed the autocratic type leadership, democratic type leadership, free reign leadership, task oriented and people oriented leadership. So these are the different types of leadership styles. I have given you various PDF and PPT regarding this module. So after hearing this video, please go through that notes.